All right, we are back in the divisible space that we built out last time. Uh, Added all those lights, I think was the last thing that we did. To try to get it ready for some photo mode renders. Now, before I go and do that, I'm going to put a couple pieces of decor up on the walls and probably a couple office plants and some other fit and finish. All right. First things first, I keep saying it. I'm going to add an office plant in here. I'll just go through some customization options. Find something that I like. Maybe put it on a stand if it'll work on the stand. There we go. I like how that guy looks. I'll put him right there. Over here, I might put a trash can. I actually might make a little bit more room by moving my credenza down. And I'll put a trash can or a recycle bin here. Now, put a trash can. And right next to it, I'm going to duplicate. Change our color to like melamine and I like a recycle can blue. That looks pretty good. All right. That is looking great. I think I'm going to throw some either art pieces or acoustic panels. I got art piece right here up on this wall. It comes preloaded with a couple pieces of generic art. So I'm just going to grab, let's do this one. Can also adjust our frame, make it thinner, and the amount of white space. And let's just do 2. And how about that? There we go. Over on this wall, I'll throw, let's do just 1. There we go. All right. Now, when I'm ready to take my renders, I'm going to switch from design mode to photo mode. And I'm able to turn up or down the quality of the renders I'm going to be taking. I'll also select the resolution. This is a separate setting from your viewport, which is currently in medium. So you'll see that I have mine turned up all the way. I've got mine at 1080p. I could go all the way up to 8K if I wanted to. The higher the resolution, the longer each render will take. So for the sake of the video, I'll just keep it at 1080. All right. Now, if I need to dial anything in, I'm going to come over to my high version of the viewport quality. Take a look around. I'm going to increase our lighting just a smidgen here. Awesome. Can use my attenuation to go up or down. Same thing with my ambient light if I need to bring it up or down. All right. That's looking pretty good. All right, when I'm ready to take a render, oopsies, stay inside the house or the room. What I'll do is I'll position my camera where I want it to be, and then I can either click here or hit the enter key. All right. You'll get a little preview while it's loading. You see at 1080p it was pretty quick, so I can just fire off a couple of them. Another thing to note is I am in free fly mode. I can have it set to a standard head height here. If I'm in my walk mode, it won't let me go up or down, but it'll help me keep all of my pictures at a consistent height. Let's do one more from head of this table. And maybe one from the front of the class seating area. All right. That's looking good on my renders. There are a bunch of other options that we can play with that we'll cover in later videos. For the most part, just setting your render quality here and using the enter key, the fly and the walk mode is all we really have to worry about. All right. Once we're done with our work, like always, we hit a file, save as. I'm going to do for this one. Take my photo, and I'm good to go.